And I think the president has sealed the whole of the issues this morning in his broadcast. And I think I can only just appeal to Nigerians, let's allow this policy to work. This policy is one policy that goes to solve the problem of reducing corruption and illicit financial flows. This policy goes to resolve some of the problems in the economy. This policy also goes to reducing the level of insecurity in the country. So these three issues, which are the tripod of this administration's policy, are all embedded in this policy. We should just allow it to work. We keep saying this. There are some temporary pains, but I can assure Nigerians that the long-run benefit to Nigeria is overwhelming, and we should just give it a chance to work.
Nigerians have been charged not to be provoked to the extent of destroying the social amenities and infrastructure in their locality as the nation's growing democracy goes into acid test. An economist and chartered accountant, Dr. Abeokuta, gave this advice in Abeokuta while x-raying the broadcast of President Muhammadu Buhari on current currency swap imbroglio. Fowora Adesonwo in this special report harmonizes the views of a cross-section of Nigerians on the broadcast.
History beckons on the man Muhammadu Buhari, the president of Nigeria, who insists the polity requires sanity.
Well, I'm not a politician, but whatever legacy anyone wants to do now shouldn't be at the dying minutes. It should be something that should have been done right some years back, not at this crucial period that is almost over.
But a lot of Nigerians say the step seems hasty and harsh.
One should not say do this and the other one say do that. So if they are doing that, they themselves, they are confused and they are causing confusion among the people. So, and it's affecting everybody, not only in terms of business, it's affecting our...
We own our money, we will be spending it. We are the government and I am a trader. I will spend my money. My money does not belong to the government and I will not take it to the bank. We will be spending it amongst ourselves.
Nigerians known for homegrown solution to all manners of problems are finding answer to what looks like the clash of the titans.
Now presently they shall allow us spend the money we are having on ground. If this thing is not done at early stage, this thing is going to lead to another thing. I am correcting it. That's exactly my point. I have sold this money. I have collected it. Some did not collect from me. I went to those who would collect. So what they are doing doesn't pay everyone.
Dr. Abeokuta, who is a chartered accountant, a lawyer, and an economist, was of the view that in the event of dispute between the federal and state government, the decision of the apex court is supreme.
Now we are all getting to know that the people that are in government, they have power to do and undo. And as a matter of fact, when we elect leaders that are arrogant, ignorant, selfish, and incompetent, we are going to suffer for it.
Elsewhere in Lafenwa, Abeokuta, barely 4 hours after the president's speech, pressure has begun to mount on the people.
They are here to collect the new Naira notes, but some are going to go home with bruises and injury. There's been a lot of, you can see, people have been beating themselves, people have been causing chaos because of this cashless policy that they've brought to play.
But in all of this, the people of Ogun State say they stand with the directives of the governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, whom they also want to take a step further in ensuring the provision of fuel to formal and informal sectors. The 200 Naira old note remains the only note out of the trio undergoing swapping, and it will no longer be a legal tender after April 10, according to the president's order. Fowora Adesonwo, OGTV News.
In a similar development, Nigerians have been speaking on the political and legal implications of the presidential broadcast on the new Naira notes and the effects on the respect for the rule of law and judicial pronouncements. They expressed their reservations on the pronouncements while speaking with our news crew on the matter, which they believed would further compound the socio-economic challenges facing the people. Matthew Shulmi completes the report.
After hues and cries by Nigerians on the negative impact of the federal government policy on the new naira notes leading to cash crunch, attention was focused on the early morning broadcast on Thursday by the president, even as the pronouncements by the Supreme Court on the matter was being awaited by everyone. The president then gave the order for the reintroduction of old 200 naira notes into circulation, which will be allowed to be in circulation till 10th April, in contrast with the ruling of the Supreme Court.
So I wasn't expecting that Mr. President will outrightly disregard the ruling of the Supreme Court and insist that it is only the 200 naira notes that federal government will return to circulation.
Mr. Malami told you all that they are not bound by whatever ruling the Supreme Court may have delivered. This is unfortunate. It's like nobody is in charge.
At least UK now, I'm sure they will take the Queen out of the denomination, the currency. You will be spending the new one, withdrawing the old one. That's what they should do. But I support them taking them to court, but they should tell them that we will be spending the old one and then new one. Well, as soon as the old one enters the bank, it should not come out.
The implication of the president's broadcast on the case before the Supreme Court has become a source of worry for many as they called for a solution to the crisis.
It's only people who are powerless, the common people, that face the wrath of the law. If you are rich and powerful, then the law has nothing to do with you. So that's just the legal implication.
To me, it's a house being divided against itself, and that potent crisis against our system, a potent crisis against our economy, a potent crisis even against our political system.
Policies that we have to look at the back, the people. Do they want it? Is that the right time? If they say no, you have to stop, no matter how brilliant it is, no matter how powerful such president is. You have to consider the welfare of the people. We've been everywhere, and we see the faces of our people. They're not happy. So what they're telling invariably to government is stop for now.
As the nation goes to the poll in less than 10 days from now, there is also a political dimension to these pronouncements.
No money, no fuel. But he has said it right. He said we will trek. I will trek. Yes, I will trek and go and exercise my civic duty.
Our people should be calm. Let's be peaceful. Let's be law-abiding. Our governor have told us to be calm, that everything is going to be normalized. And I want to believe that started today. The president have told us 200 naira, yes. But I know the next one, things will be normal. I'm coming to election by next week, I think in 9 days' time. Yes. We're going to see a very good election.
It is no doubt a waiting game between the federal government and the state governors who have approached the Supreme Court as Nigerians continue to groan under the conditions created by the currency policy. Matthew Showme, OGTV News.
You are still watching OGTV News. In the second part of the news, U.S. returns 900. Welcome back. In a move that is geared towards fulfilling of promise, Ogun State government continue to roll out palliatives to the people throughout the nooks and crannies of the state. The State Commissioner for Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, Mrs. Olufemi Ilori Odunto, handed out food items to residents of Ijebu-Ode. Aderonke Adeyemi reports.
As the train of the Social Investment Welfare Program continues to move across the local government of Ogun State, it was the turn of the people of Ijebu-Ode local government to benefit from the scheme, organized by the Ogun State government through the Ministry of Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs to cushion the escalating effect of the new Naira note cash crunch and scarcity of fuel. Commissioner for Special Duties and Intergovernmental Affairs, Olufemi Ilori Odunto, speaks.
That's why the governor is determined to get to the grassroots by giving them food supply.
She, however, emphasized that the distribution of the palliatives would no doubt reach every local government area in the state.
And this is just the beginning. We're still going to different local governments. We're here in Ijebu now. We're still going to all the local government.
This program is indeed taking a concrete step towards providing palliatives that could quench the thirst of Nigerians in these trying times. Aderonke Adeyemi, OGTV News.
Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has inaugurated the 3.2-kilometer Muligua Road in Ijebu local government. While inaugurating the road, Governor Abiodun said the road is part of the 400-kilometer roads constructed or reconstructed by his administration. Governor's Office correspondent Yusuf Ganiu reports.
South Fulani community, also known as Arewa community in Yiwa, welcoming the Ogun West senatorial candidates of the All Progressives Congress (APC).
That was the commissioning of the 3.2 Muligua Road in Ijebu local government by Governor Dapo Abiodun. In line with the Ishaya mantra of his administration, the governor noted that the road, which has been in a deplorable condition, was constructed to end the hardship faced by the people while plying it.
In one day, history is being made in the state. In one day, we are commissioning 2 landmark roads. We come here to commission another road. One of the roads that amounts to the 400 kilometers of roads that we have been constructed across the length and breadth of the state. Not just reconstructed, but reconstructed equitably, reconstructed fairly, reconstructed justly, in line with our promises to the people of the state, that we will not be a government of Ijebu people only, but a government of everyone across the length and breadth of the state.
The Council of Baales and Olorituns in Ijebu thereafter at Ituru Hall met Governor Abiodun and assured him of their support for re-election.
For the second time, we come to fruition. Ẹni àdúrà mi ní gbogbo àdúrà tá a ṣe fún yín ní gbangba ní kọ̀kọ̀ ọmọ yín 4+4 = 8.
Governor Abiodun appreciated the elders for the support and urged them to go all out and mobilize their people for the exercise.
Mo fẹ́ inú ọ̀yìn pé tó bá di ọ̀la kẹ́tún lọ drive mọ́tò yìí kẹ́ gbàbẹ̀ òkè rí bó ṣe dán mọ́rán. So mo fẹ́ bẹ̀yìn pé irú àwọn kan báyìí la máa ṣe pátá wọlé lẹ́ẹ̀kejì gbogbo ibi tó kù sí ló rẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ ọ̀nà tó wá láti Ìjẹ̀bú tó lọ sí Ìléṣe a máa ṣe títì yẹn ó máa mọ́ because títì yẹn ó kàn bí local government 4 a dẹ̀ tún ní gbogbo títì tó wà ní district gbogbo ibi ìṣíwọ̀ tí wọ́n ní títì gbogbo ẹ̀ ní.
From there, Governor Abiodun moved on to assure the Hausa community in Kara, Imowo, Eleron, in the local government that a new electricity transformer would be delivered to them in the next 24 hours to boost power supply in the area. The campaign train later proceeded to Itoro ground for the grand rally. Governor Abiodun and other party stalwarts said APC is the party all should vote for.
Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ pé a gbọ́dọ̀ dìbò ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà. Ìbò tábẹ́ẹ̀lì yìí sì bó ṣe rẹ́ ìbò jàpọ̀ nìkan ìbò jàgàbá nìkan ìbò ẹgbẹ́ APC ni. Ikọ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ yà sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Wọ́n lè pe ẹ̀dìbò kan yìí. Ọ̀pọ̀ tó bẹ̀ ọ̀bẹ̀ ìrọ̀wọ́ ẹ̀ láti ilé mọ́jì gbogbo ìtọ́lọ́kọ́kọ́ dé Ẹ̀pẹ́ títì yẹn was original road. Táwọn mo fẹ́ bẹ̀yìn ni.
Yusuf Ganiyu, OGTV News.
Ahead of 2023 general elections, Arewa Community Political Group in Ogun West Senatorial District has endorsed Senator Solomon Olamideola, the Ogun West Senatorial candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC. Our reporter Moses Ojewumi reports that the senator also welcomed over 300 decampees from the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and Allied People's Movement (APM) into the fold of the ruling party with a promise to fulfilling all his campaign promises, drive development to all parts of Ogun West, and carry along everybody in his developmental agenda. The venue was the ultra-modern pavilion at Empire Field, Ilaro, Ogun State. Details of this report as packaged by Moses Ojewumi.
The Hausa Fulani community, also known as Arewa community in Iwa, welcoming the Ogun West Senatorial candidates of the All Progressives Congress (APC), Senator Solomon Olamideola, into their fold, with the primary aim of declaring their support and asking for his support in return if elected as Ogun West Senator. Senator Adeola assured them of inclusionary representation, charging them to ensure the continuous peaceful coexistence with their host communities.
And they have come out in their numbers to endorse me to be the next senator of Ogun West Senatorial District. I can't have it better than what I'm saying today. And it is a clear indication of the kind of unity and coexistence that exists between the Arewa community and the host community. And I want to say that I'm going to build on that with the support of the government of Ogun State.
They may be of Hausa Fulani extraction, but they said they have acclimatized well enough with the culture, language and tradition of the Yiwa. Hence, they need to support the ruling political structure in the state through their votes. The Arewa community also presented campaign souvenirs to the senator and his team, while he announced a financial support to the community.
We are glad to also have a senator that will join hands with us to complement the effort of His Excellency President Abeokuta towards strengthening the bond of unity, towards ensuring peaceful coexistence across Ogun West.
Afterwards, he received and welcomed about 300 decampees of the PDP led by Akogun Gabriel Aramide and APM decampees into the fold of the APC in Ogun West, with a charge on them to ensure the victory of all APC candidates, including the re-election of Governor Dapo Abiodun.
What actually prompted me to the camp is because Yayi is the best candidate for Senate in Ogun West. I have looked around and I know that most of the candidates that came out are inimical to the interest of Ogun West.
He further visited different vocational training centers facilitated by him for the people of Ogun West and encouraged the beneficiaries to take full advantage of the training as more are in the offing. Moses Ojewumi, OGTV News.
A well-furnished 3-classroom block has been commissioned and handed over for the use of students of Methodist High School, Arigbajo in Iwakuru local government area of Ogun State by Honorable Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka, member of the House of Representatives representing Ifo, Iwakuru Federal Constituency. Honorable Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka also commissioned an ultra-modern digital e-learning center at DS Adigbenro ICT Polytechnic Ituri, as well as a 1,000 capacity solar-powered water project for the use of Ayedere community.
Ayedere community in Iwakuru local government area of Ogun State was the first port of call of the campaign train of the re-election bid of Honorable Ibrahim Isiaka, a member of the House of Representatives representing Ifo Iwakuru Federal Constituency, where he commissioned a 1,000 capacity solar powered water project to ameliorate the sufferings of the people of the area. Baale of Ayedere community, High Chief Fulusho Kuye, said Honorable Ibrahim Isiaka has brought succor to his people.
Before this the water project, we have been facing the water issue in Ayedere, and thank God that Honorable Isiaka Ibrahim came and relieved do for us with this project.
The entourage of the House of Representatives member, Honorable Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka, was also at DS Adegbenro ICT Polytechnic, where an ultra-modern digital e-learning center was delivered to the institution.
Both the management and the students, as two groups, were very appreciative for what he had done. Actually, this is not the first time he's going to do it. He has done it before.
He donated about 110 laptops to the institution, not carried out as in 2019 to this institution, and he has been trying his possible best for education in Iwakuru Federal Constituency.
In appreciation of his contribution to the growth of education in the state, the National Association of Nigeria Students Ogun State also presented award of Best House of Representatives member to Honorable Ibrahim Isiaka Ayokunle. The long day journey was rounded off with the commissioning of well-furnished block of 3 classrooms at Methodist High School, Arigbajo.
Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka is a legend. His undiluted and undiminished love for education has made him to sponsor scholarships for various students and reduce the problem of clustering in classroom, thereby providing and facilitating 3 blocks of classrooms with furniture. On behalf of the students of Methodist High School, we say a very big thank you and appreciate you for your outstretched arm of kindness towards the school.
Honorable Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka, while thanking the people of his constituency for their support, said more goodies are in the can if voted in for the 3rd time.
Apart from leadership in your house, I'm calling the first 11, and the first 11 legs. We are more you not do okay. We get the first 11 legs.
Honorable Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka, in all the areas visited, urged the people to vote for the candidates of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC during the forthcoming general elections.
Chrisland University, Abeokuta, has held its 8th matriculation ceremony. The University Vice-Chancellor, Professor Chinedum Babalola, while congratulating the matriculants, stated the vision and mission of the institution, thereby charging the new intakes to remain focused in their academic quest. Ayodeji Oluwumi completes the report.
The 8th matriculation ceremony of Chrisland University, Abeokuta, held on the 16th of February 2023, had over 480 fresh intakes enrolled into the school for various degree programs. After taking the Pledge of Allegiance, the matriculants were thereafter absorbed into the university system.
I admit you all formally as bona fide students of Chrisland University.
The Vice-Chancellor of the institution, Professor Chinedum Babalola, advised the students to engage in behavioral activities that will continue to uphold the image of the school.
In Chrisland University, we're building a new generation of knowledge and wealth creators, so as to reserve the depths of poverty through the extension of opportunities as well as entrepreneurial skills.
Delivering the matriculation lecture titled Promoting Peace, Security and Development, a Collective Responsibility, the guest speaker, Dr. Uju Agomo, charged the matriculants to embrace peace in all aspects.
This is the point about personal responsibility. So don't wait till the fire has been started. You and I can work towards preventing that fire. That's what I'm saying. And it is easy to do. It is easy to achieve. What more time to start but now?
Speaking with the matriculants, guardians, parents and invited guests, they expressed confidence in the quality of education of the citadel of learning.
Make this university proud. You have come here for a purpose. Come in, obey all the rules. What happened here today is a sign that the country is in the right path. Our young citizens are growing up.
Their standard of education, their quality, everything about Chrisland is unique.
I have heard about the school before. I heard it's a very nice school.
I'm so excited to finally be matriculated today.
Chrisland University has 4 colleges, namely College of Basic Medical Sciences, College of Law, College of Natural and Applied Sciences, and College of Management and Social Sciences. Ayodeji Olumi, OGTV News.
Abeokuta Grammar School, Idiaba, came first in the debate and quiz competition organized by Maize Club of Nigeria at the 8th edition of the club's annual Rollback Malaria program. The event, which was held at Abeokuta Grammar School, also featured free medical checkup for the attendees and cultural performances by the students. Again, Ayodeji Olumi completes the report.
The grand finale of the annual Rollback Malaria Program debate and quiz competitions among secondary schools in Ogun State by the Maize Club of Nigeria for the year 2023 had 6 participating schools out of the initial over 50 secondary schools across the 20 local government areas of the state. At the 8th edition grand finale, Ms. Lolu Elemide expressed its profound gratitude to all participating schools and invited guests for making the program a success. Chairman Planning Committee, Ms. Jibola Orishadare, and other invited guests speak.
The objective clearly is to educate people on the scourge of malaria and the ability to understand what malaria is all about. Students will not only help themselves, but they are good vanguard of spreading the good information among the communities.
Young people are very vulnerable and they are easily carried away. But with such programs and interventions, it will create a different perspective to them about life.
We felt the reading culture is lacking in schools nowadays, unlike ours in the 70s. So it's an intention to resuscitate the reading culture in secondary school.
At the end of the debate and quiz competitions, Abeokuta Grammar School clinched the overall first position. The Bode Grammar School came second. Remo Methodist High School took third position. Other positions were occupied by Muslim Progressive High School, Okeodon, Ifo High School, and St. John Academy, Ipokia. There were cultural presentation to spice up the event, as well as free medical checkup for all attendees. Ayodeji Olumi, OGTV News.
The National Examinations Council, NECO, on Thursday announced the release of the results of the November-December 2022 Senior School Certificate Examination. The Registrar of NECO, Professor Dantani Ibrahim Wushishi, made the announcement in Minna, Niger State. According to the NECO boss, a total of 59,124 candidates sat for the examination, with 31,316 males, representing 52.96%, while 27,808, representing 47.3%, were female. Speaking on the issue of examination malpractice, he said 11,419 candidates were booked for various forms of malpractice, as against 4,454 in 2021, which shows a sharp rise in the number of malpractice cases. Teachers are the moulders of every society, and the Dapo Abiodun administration has concentrated efforts on ways to improve the livelihoods of its educators and subsequently the students. This was the crux of the messages delivered by educationists during the concluding session of the 2021-2022 promotion exercise held across the state. Adirunke Adeyemi reports.
After the daily toiling in classrooms for teachers, appreciation has to follow in the form of promotion. Ogun State Teaching Service Commission is therefore overseeing the 2021-2022 promotion